Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's dining review, I'm going to be reviewing the Ohana Breakfast, I was gonna say breakfast dinner. The Ohana character breakfast at the Polynesian Resort. Like I said, this is a character dining, so when I'm touching on service, I will be talking about the characters as well. If you missed my last dining review, I rate it in 4 categories. So I'm going to be rating it on food, service, atmosphere, and overall experience. Each category, I'll be giving it a ranking out of 5. And then at the end, it gets a possible 20 total points. So then that way I kind of base it on that, if that makes sense. That way you can kind of see, like, even if I didn't love one thing about it but I love something else, if that's something that you're looking for, like if you are going with kids and they love Lilo and Stitch, and like if I say, I'm not saying that this is how it is, but if I say that the food sucked but then the character experience was really good, then you might want to just go because you get to meet Lilo and Stitch. But anyways, we'll get to that. And the food is pretty basic. It's just like typical eggs, bacon, sausage, Mickey waffles or Stitch waffles. There is pork. There's fresh made pineapple coconut breakfast bread, which actually was delicious. I really like it, and I don't like coconut, but that bread I could have ate an entire loaf easily, and yeah, it was so good. There's fresh fruit, and then fried potatoes. I kind of said the same thing. It's breakfast food at Disney. Pretty basic. Am I even in focus here? Oops. Sorry. It's pretty basic. I feel like all Disney breakfasts are the same. They have the same kind of concept to them. They all taste the same or very similar. Every once in a while there's like one different thing. So in this instance it was the bread, which was really good. But yeah. So for food, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I mean, like I said, there's many other breakfasts that are very similar, and there's a lot of places that are better. So for food, I mean, it's not my favorite spot to eat, but it wasn't bad. Like, in no means was I not eating because the food wasn't good. It was just like the same as most other places, and there wasn't that much variety compared to like if you were to go to a buffet or something. For service, I actually really didn't enjoy the service there. I found that our host was great. Like the person that brings us our food, like she was willing to top up stuff. She wanted to bring us things. She wanted to bring us more drinks. But as soon as we got there, it was just kind of weird, like, because when you get to the Poly, when you come in from, if you're coming in from the monorail, for example, like that's where we came in, you go over to the right side of the like it kind of goes around like this. So if you go towards the right to go check into Ohana, they give you they tell you whatever, like you check in, and then they want your phone number so that they can text you or whatever when your table's ready. And since we are from Canada, we actually didn't have a phone plan while we were down there because Disney has Wi-Fi like everywhere. So when they asked for a phone number, I just said, oh, we have a Canadian number, so you can't text us. And they kind of looked at us funny. So we said, can they just like call for us if we just wait like by the restaurant? Like we don't have to walk around the resort, like we'll just sit and wait. And they thought that was weird, but I think it's odd because in previous videos that I watch of people going to Ohana, that's how it always used to be. Or I guess there used to be a pager maybe. But they would just come out and they would say, oh, the whatever family. So I just thought that was weird. Like I had a weird vibe from then. And then they were late calling us out because they thought that we had been texted, but they didn't realize that we actually had to be called. And then it was just like this like ordeal of like uncomfortableness. So that kind of sucked. Like I said, our waitress was good, or our waiter was good. But for character experience, I honestly didn't love it. I find that when you meet Stitch and like Lilo was good. Lilo was really good. She was awesome. She like talked and she was like all like, you could tell she was like super girly and like really cute. But like when Mickey came out, he was really quick. Like he literally took a picture and left. And then I watched him like around other tables and he was kind of the same. Like it wasn't just us. Like I don't know if Mickey was just having a bad day or Mickey was a little bit tired from the night before. I don't know, but he just like was not having it. And then when Stitch came out, like I expect Stitch to be weird and crazy and like super goofy and like picking his nose, picking his ears, like stuff like that, you know? And he just like wasn't. Like he was just very plain. He came out, he like gave a hug, took a picture. Like I was wearing Stitch ears, I was wearing a Stitch t-shirt, Austin was wearing a Stitch t-shirt. Like we were full out. Like we were excited to be at the Ohana Breakfast and meet Stitch. And he like didn't even react. Like he didn't point at, like I don't know, like you expect so much going there and like paying the money and like assuming that like the characters are going to interact with you in the way that you wish, and like sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, which is fine. I'm sure people have gone there and they've had incredible character experiences. It just depends on the time, right? So I gave service unfortunately a 2. I just wasn't impressed. Like I kind of wanted to get out of there the second that we got there, which really sucks. And like I hate to complain about something, but I'm just being honest. Like when you're going there, you're spending a lot of money. So that's just my honest opinion on that topic. Atmosphere. It's a beautiful restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant. You feel like you're in the islands, and like if you're seated by a window, you look out like literally at Magic Kingdom, or you look out over the resort. It's beautiful. We didn't have a window seat. We had kind of like a weird middle / aisle seat. So like we were right by the aisle when like the kids went by on like their little whatever. They like go and sing songs or whatever. Which was fun, like that we got to see all that. And then it was just like an uncomfortable seat of where we were. Like it felt like they crammed so many tables into this one area because obviously they want to maximize the amount of people that they have. But it was like, I felt like I couldn't even push my chair back to like get up to like interact with the character. And like, so that just kind of like wasn't great. Honestly, it was freezing in there. And you know what? I feel so terrible complaining about the cold because we were in Florida and it was literally like we were there in like early September, so it was basically like summer. Like it was so hot there, and we just like constantly were like happy whenever we were in air condition. But man, it felt like we were outside in the snow when we were sitting at our table. Like I was sitting there shivering. I like could not get warm. I hadn't packed a jacket because obviously it was like it would have been like midday and it would have been too hot to bring a jacket. So I didn't have a jacket. I was sitting there shivering. Like I could not get warm. I felt so bad, but like all I could talk about was how cold I was and how much I wanted to get out of there. So that sucked. So I gave atmosphere also a 2 just because like, man, it was so cold. Like I could not get over how cold it was. I was in a t-shirt and I think I was in shorts probably. But like I was sitting there like I had my napkin over my legs because I was like trying to warm up. Like it was brutal. Overall, I seriously only would give Ohana Breakfast a 2.5. Like it really didn't do much for me. Like I don't know if we were on an off day. I don't know if it's always that cold or if it's always whatever. Like the food just wasn't that like incredible. The character experience definitely did not make up for the food. So all in all, like I don't know. I wouldn't. Would I go back there again? Honestly, no, not for breakfast. I just don't think it's worth it for how much it would be. I'm not exactly sure how much it would cost to go to breakfast there, just because we were on a dining plan. So it only cost us 1 dining service credit, which was like good, but yeah, no, I would not go back there. I just like didn't have a great experience. Dinner, on the other hand, is a completely different story. I will be doing a review on dinner, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys had any other experiences with the Ohana Breakfast, or if you've been and you had a great experience, or if you had a similar experience to me, please let me know. I'd love to know. If an overwhelming amount of people say like, no, it's great, like go back, then obviously like I feel like we would try it again. But yeah, like I don't know, it wasn't my favorite. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.